So hello everyone. Today I will present about the workshop 2. My name is Nhat Quang and my student ID is 10190607. So in my presentation today I will answer 4 questions as you can see in my table of questions. So firstly let me introduce about Vinamilk, the companies I do user research on. So Vinamilk work in dairy processing industry. They have 7,792 employees according to their sustainability report. So the reason why I choose company because it is one of the largest company in Vietnam and information about Vietnam milk are widely published on reliable source. So about the fourth question is how are the change in the company uh, how in the chain in the way business operate changing the required skill and knowledge of the workforce. So according to the World Economic Forum in 2022, 50% of all employees will need to reskilling by 2025. And the main reason include 5 parts: globalization, mobility, millennials, new behavior, and new technology. So the company will need new skill and knowledge of employees, such as analytical thinking and innovation, active learning and learning strategy, complex problem solving, and the last thing is critical thinking and analysis. So about the second question is how HRM should change in order to support change in company need. So about recruiting and selection, they are choosing based on Mako Makin in 2017. First thing is delineate the skill and capability that will be required to win in the future based on company strategy. And second thing is objectively assess the current skill and capability of your workforce to identify gaps. So about retention and development is company need to develop and acquire the talent the company need to close any gap starting today. So about the third question is strength and weakness of Vietnamese HRM. So the first thing is about recruiting and selection and also optimal staffing. The strength is attract millennials, mobility, and the weakness is globalization and technology. So the evidence is when you, but it's firstly is based on the Vietnamese application condition. You can see the weakness in globalization when only Vietnamese students are recruited. Regarding the skill required in students, it is quite similar to other companies in the world. So the second thing is when we see in this statistic by age, the number of employees, new hire are mostly millennials and Gen Z, make up to 66%. This is a large number when compared to the average in Vietnam. This proves that Vietnamese is a company that attracts young people, especially the millennial and Gen Z. So although according for only 12% of employees, the agriculture sector account for 38% of new hires. This shows that Vinamilk is looking for new employees who can adapt to high agriculture technology and continue to reduce the number of employees working in this industry. So about retention and development, the strength is mobility and the weakness is technology. So the first evidence is when we see at the statistic of the number of employees, we can see the chart to prove that Vietnamese use of high technology in agriculture make the number of employees operating in this field still quite low when compared to other fields. But the company weakness is reflect when it has not take any advantage of technology in product and sale, market making these two fields have high number of employees. Moreover, during the epidemic, the number of employees doing jobs such as accounting and administration is still keep in large numbers. This proves that Vinamilk has used remote working methods to keep employees working from home. So when we see the statistic of, on the number of new hire and layoff turnover rate by age, you can see that compared to the number of new and existing employees, the number of older employees leaving the company is quite large. This proves that company is doing quite well in changing employees who do not meet the requirement and finding new suitable employees. So the last question is, what change should university make to produce better graduates? So based on the knowledge learned from the above three questions, university in Vietnam should focus on providing skills such as analytical thinking and innovation, active learning and learning strategy, uh, complex problem solving, and the last thing is critical thinking and analysis. In addition, in Vietnam, language skill and teamwork skill are also very important. So this is my reference list. Thank you for listening. And if you have any question, please email me.